So I've often been asked, where I found my love for fishing. Started at a young age. I think I was probably 8 or 9, and my grandpa used to take me down to the Fraser River under the Mission Bridge. Living in the Fraser Valley, there's so many opportunities for fishing and to grow up and learn and access. It's remarkable. So it started for me bar fishing for coho underneath the Mission Bridge with my grandpa, picking dew worms up in the morning, heading down with a thermos full of tea and cookies for my grandma, and standing there staring at rod tips all morning, waiting for that bell to ring or rod to bounce and picking up. It was a lot of fun. I think that's probably where it started, and then progressed from there. My mom was actually a fly fisher woman, if you will. She took us camping a lot in Manning Park, and I sort of grew up fly fishing there, catching small trout on the Smilkameen. And I think it was just ingrained as a kid to fish from my grandma and my mom. My dad wasn't a big fisherman. Enjoyed camping, but just didn't get into the fishing part. I think I picked most of that up from my mom and my grandpa for sure. Then as a teenager, living in Lower Mainland, Surrey area, I was able to ride my bike down to Nickelmackle after school, with buddies, and spin fish for cutties and coho. Fantastic times as a kid. We even remember doing it before school in the morning in September when the coho were running up the Nickelmackle, just off of 184th Bridge in Cloverdale. We'd meet at 6 in the morning, 6:30, and spin cast in the morning before school. Great times as a kid, fond memories. And then even moving up further, as a young adult, and fly fishing, local lakes, and then progressing up into the Pike Mountain area in Princeton, and all those camping days with your buddies as you first got vehicles and trucks and sourcing out new lakes, really learning how to fly fish, and back in the belly boat days, hiking into lakes and figuring out chronomids and learning the basics of fly fishing and progressing with my buddies, picking a lake on a map, going to M16 on your BC Outdoors magazine and going, let's go find that lake, and just learning and 4x4 and camping. It was so much fun, and I could never get enough of it. It seemed like every other payday we were picking a new lake and heading up into the interior, whether it's Princeton or Kamloops. Didn't matter. We just took off and off we went. So much fun. And now as an adult, still learning, still being tamed, by every lake we go to. Not often you roll into a lake and just start picking them off and you have a great day every day. It's a learning process. The lakes are so different and so tough some days, but it's the love for fishing that keeps me coming back every time. I just can't get enough of this. It's awesome stuff.